Alright, welcome back everyone to the final stage in this game. Final Fortress, the headquarters of Eggman in this game. And this is, the last stage that you'll be playing on. This is Endgame. And the next after this is the final boss. And it is a much harder, egg fleet. Unlike in Egg Fleet where you're just hopping from one airship to another, this is one big airship, and it looks like a manta ray. At least I think it looks like one. Something I forgot to mention in the previous part was that the music of both Egg Fleet and now Final Fortress, and I personally really like them. Egg Fleet is a pretty high intense. It's a pretty intense rock song, and that's really nice. It's fun. It's a good listen to. And then there's Egg Fleet, which is also my favorite. Uh, Egg Fleet, no, not even Final Fortress. Did I say Egg Fleet twice? I probably did. Final Fortress. The song, unlike Egg Fleet, Final Fortress is more of a synth based song, and it really encapsulates the finality of the game. And well, there's your special key, and hopefully we'll be able to get the. Unfortunately, hopefully we can get the Chaos Emerald in this part. Uh, but who knows? Uh, as for the stuff that I've been doing in the break, I've kind of been splurging money on video games. Uh, I bought two 3DS games because I figured, hey, I'm lacking in 3DS games, so maybe I can buy some. So I got Sonic Generations 3DS and Super Mario 3D Land. Uh, Mainly because the standard Mario game for a Nintendo console, as you would, and Sonic Generations because I was very curious about that game, and I just finished it a few days ago, I think. Uh, it feels very budgeted, in that respect, uh, and stuff. But uh, most of my problems are usually in the decisions that they had for levels. Most of it is pretty carbon copy from other games. They're different stages, but they're from the same games as the ones on the console version of Sonic Generations. And well, there was only one handheld level representation in that game, and that was Water Palace. And well, yeah, it feels very budgeted in that it repeats story beats from the console version, while also while also uh, uh, while also putting in new dialogue also that is kind of generic, I guess, in that respect. I don't know, but Sonic Generations 3DS is pretty fun for what it is. It's an alright experience with some bright spots, and in some cases I do think it does some things better than the console version. One of them being the Time Eater boss, and all that. And that is my review of Sonic Generations 3DS, because I can't record the dang thing because I don't have a 3DS capture card. In order for me to do that, I would need to send off a 3DS to somebody who can mod it for me. And from what I know, there's one guy that's does it, and he's retired. So yeah. Also, the final boss of Sonic Heroes was the second to last boss in Sonic Generations 3DS, which I don't get the the logic with that. Oh well. I thought the boss would be from Sonic Rush. I guess it's still fun, and the remix of the boss theme was good. But speaking of songs, I Tropical Resort Act 1 in Sonic Generations 3DS is just the song from Colors. I don't really like that and stuff, but yeah. Um, the other game that I bought was Yakuza Like a Dragon, and that one uh, just recently arrived, and I've been playing through it. It's a pretty fun RPG. It's straight up RPG, unlike the other Yakuza games, and uh, and you know, whenever I play a Yakuza game nowadays, ever since I saw a comment on Yakuza, it was like a description of the game would be, according to someone, the description of Yakuza is a Martin Scorsese film. A Martin Yakuza is a Martin Scorsese film where every 30 minutes it is interrupted by an episode of The Simpsons. That is pretty accurate in some cases, especially in Like a Dragon, because the main character Ichi is kind of a doofus. Is he's a cool doofus though. And I unfortunately I didn't play it too far. I only got to like chapter 3, and I'm now trying to find some jobs with Nanban or Nanba, you know, that kind of thing. Um, but it's just pretty fun. I should probably get back to Kiwami though, because I'm still playing that game. Kind of got my attentions diverged, I guess. But I started playing Like a Dragon, thinking that it ain't that bad. It shouldn't have any references to the Yakuza's 1 through 6 with Kiryu. So I should be fine in that respect. Um, Also, another thing that I like to, another thing that I'm seeing with Yakuza is that it's technically a generational type of. It's a generational type of game where once the main character of the series, fulfills whatever thing he needs to do in those games, the label of protagonist gets shifted to someone else, a new character with a different story and all that. And I really like that. It's a way to keep the IP going while also changing things up, as well as exploring new things. And Like a Dragon was just that. It was a beat 'em up, a 3D beat 'em up, with light RPG elements. And then when Kiryu's story is fulfilled, Ichi comes along, and now it's a straight up RPG. So that's fun. It's also I think that due to the RPG, the way that the what's it called, post time, or basically the battle system that Final Fantasy X uses, that one, it makes things a little bit more exciting, in my opinion. And yeah, that was Final Fortress, with you detonating the giant Eggman head. Uh, Unfortunately, I lost the special key, so I have to get 2 emeralds now. But hey, 5 out of 7, not bad. You know, still pretty good, all things considered. I'll see what I can do with the next team over. And yeah, what rank do I get? Hey, what a way to go out. Anyway, uh, yeah. Wait. And yeah. All right. Egg Emperor. Excuse me. This is what happens when you don't get water. Uh, anyway, final boss time. Egg Emperor. Um, there. Let's see. Well, first off, you're forever chasing him down in this forever path, I guess. And one thing that, like the other Eggman bosses, if you're too far away, he will charge at you. However, in this case, it is a straight up undodgeable attack. If you go too far away, then you will get hit. So try to remain within distance so that he doesn't charge. Um, otherwise, you gotta. Otherwise, he is completely indestructible, especially with shield up. What you gotta do is that you gotta hit that weak point in the chest. And yeah, right. And I think Knuckles is pretty good when it comes to the early parts of the fight when you're building up power cores, because this boss gets torn in half when you level up your characters. Not only do you become more powerful, but flight formation absolutely decimates this boss. You know, in the early stages, well, no, not in the early stages. When I was a kid, this when I was a kid, this this game, had me like very afraid, I guess, at this boss because I didn't know what to do. It wasn't until like I think Team Chaotix where I just used Charmy uh, to projectile spam Egg Emperor, and then that's when I found out that oh hey, I can just use fight formation. Yeah. Also, what happened there? He clearly charged at me, but I did not get hit at all. But yeah, I'm just trying to diversify what you can do in this fight. The Egg Emperor takes multiple team blasts, unlike the uh, the first two Eggman fights. Uh, it also helps if you use Team Sonic's Team Blast uh, after effect, so that you can get some pretty powerful hits in. Um, Otherwise, this fight is done and over with. That was a pretty long. That was a pretty long explosion. You know, why did he have to like blow up for that long? Jeez, how many microwaves were in there? So yeah, and with that, we close with an A rank. Huzzah! And past this is the last cutscene. So I will be quiet until then.
Boy, talk about cutting it close.
Not really.
Come on, tell me you weren't scared. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have had a chance.
Well, maybe you're right. Thanks, Knuckles. You too, Tails. Later, guys. I'm out of here.
Wait up, Sonic! Get back here!
Alright. That was Sonic Heroes. Team Sonic, to be specific. And after replaying this for this playthrough or commentary, I have come to the realization that Sonic Heroes, though jank in areas, is very, very good. I had a lot of fun, especially when it comes to just going through the stages and fighting the good fight. It's really good, I find, and it makes what the next game in this franchise all the more baffling, because it kind of just went from, well, the tone of the game kind of just went from happy-go-lucky, lighthearted adventures to trying too hard edge. You know, it's pretty much what happened. But hey, I'm willing to change some outlooks over a game. But the thing is that when it comes to Shadow, it doesn't really. I can't really see myself playing through that game a whole lot. But yeah. Let's see. Well, speaking of Shadow the Hedgehog, next team I will be playing as Team Dark. And that may take a little bit longer to get out, because, well, if it isn't evident already, I am not that good with commentating on my own. You know, I think what I need to do is that I need to find someone else. I need a partner. So yeah, I'm gonna be going through the market, as it were, and seeing if I can find some people who will help me in this endeavor. But yeah, far as I know, let's see. Going forward, I will be editing down the stages, because at this point, you're just going through the game. I've showed you like most of the game. I've shown you most of the game already, and I think the egg fights I can probably edit down to a point where you know, the fights go on a lot shorter. I won't skip any relevant cutscenes though. But as soon as the boss fight starts, editing. And yeah. This was Sonic Heroes, Team Sonic Story, and I'll see you guys next time.